Hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever it happens to be when you happen to be watching this. Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a good morning, a good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day, a good evening. Hope you're sleeping well, staying hydrated, getting something to eat, maybe. Eating well, healthy. I don't have a movie to talk about. I don't have a CD to talk about. I'm just today's birthdays. January 9th, 2021. J.K. Simmons, K. Callan, not to be confused with G. Callan on NCIS Los Angeles. Actress K with the letter K. Callan. I want to say on the picture, one of the pictures it showed Dean Cain as Superman. So I'm thinking she was Ma Clark, or Ma Kent rather, Clark Kent's mom on Lois and Lane, The Adventures of whatever. Jimmy Page, Crystal Gale, yeah, Crystal Gale, David Johansen, or some people know him as Buster Poindexter. Is that you, Santa Claus? Other songs he's done. I'm sorry if I put that in your head. Joan Baez, Joey Lauren Adams, Imelda Staunton, who was in one of the Harry Potter or some of the Harry Potter movies, Jolie Richardson, John Doman, Doman. He played Carmine Falcone or Falcone on Gotham TV series 2014 to 2017. Dave Matthews, Kimberly Beck, who played Trish in Friday the 13th, the final chapter, 1984. That wasn't the final. It was like a new beginning, and then it started all over. It was like, Tyrone, Muggsy Bogues, AJ McLean, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, Dory Elizabeth Prange, Prange. I'm sure I mispronounced that name, and I apologize. Also known as Ruby Riott on WWE, NXT, and or SmackDown. SmackDown 2017 to 2021. I think I wrote. I can't tell. I wrote it over the thing. And to the late Bob Denver, Gilligan. Most people know him as Gilligan from Gilligan's Island, Bob Denver. Lee Van Cleef. I believe he was the bad in Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Fernando Lamas. And the late Richard Milhous Nixon. That was out of the top 100 of 1,136. And yes, my impression of Richard Nixon, that was a terrible John Wayne. I cut myself last night. It's a small scrape, but I didn't have any smaller Band-Aids, so I had to use the big one. Dry thumb handling the cardboard. Dry skin. Starting to crack. I hate that. Mixed with cold. I was not in dairy last night. I was in two different aisles, 9 and 8. 9 is granola bars, Rice Krispie treats, Pringles. 8, of course, candy, water, peanuts, popcorn. The Kool-Aid, the powder stuff, and the liquid for Mio's. Then I helped out in dairy with yogurt, and I went into the cooler to help out, but I took care of an L cart that was empty, and I went to get my Shamrock and flat top to make sure that nobody else had to take care of it because my stuff was on the flat top. That's that wheeled cart with it's a flat top. Anyway, and I was going to go back in to help break down or help with the last of what was in the cooler. But the supervisor said, "No, you're on overtime. You're out of here. Go." The other guy isn't. The guy that's working the cooler isn't on overtime. So, and I was like, "Okie doke." And as I was trying to sign out on my phone, I was going to inform Mike, who's in the cooler working that I was leaving, and she's like, "That's not your job." I was like, "Yeah, but I was gonna help. I don't want to be a dick because I said I was gonna help him, and if I don't come back, that I look like a dick. This way, you know." And she's like, I'm like, right, fine, whatever. So I clocked out, got my jacket on, took care of my flat top, and left. I was like, okay, jacket's on, hats on, and I'm gone. Fine. I had one number and the Mega Ball last night on the Mega Millions. Normally that's $4, but I had the Mega Plier, which doubled it, so I got $8. There's a homeless gentleman that is in town that I've mentioned in a previous video yesterday, I believe, one marked January 8th of 2021. I gave him the $8 that I won after purchasing because now the Mega, according to the thing, is up to 600 million. So I bought another ticket, one line. I figure all it takes is one. Why not? Which will be next Tuesday or this coming Tuesday. But yeah, I gave the $8 to Mike. I figure he needs it more than I do. Being homeless, he usually comes into the gas station that I get my tickets from, and he'll get a sandwich, maybe one of the cigar things, and coffee and a fountain drink. Figure, I want to say the place he's staying at, though, at a hotel, is charging him daily, which they do. But for him to make that money, he's pretty much asking people for money. And I figure, needs all the help he can get. We all do. I just figure, why not? I'm sort of like a secret Santa in that way, where it's like if he needs something, it's like, okay, it's there for him. I don't think I can't recall if I'd been in the last couple of days. Working nights, my mind's a little off. I know normally it's off, but in this case, because I work nights, I can't remember if I've been in the last couple of days. I was in this morning, but I don't recall if I was in yesterday or the day before. But there was still money from I left before, so I'm guessing he's okay. He had some money from somewhere. Being at the beginning of the month, maybe I don't know if he files taxes. Being homeless, I don't know if he would. But yeah, there was $10 still in there. Was it $10? Yeah, I think it was 8 and 5, 13. Okay, maybe there's $13 still in there because I bought two $5 scratch tickets and three $1 scratch tickets. I won $2 on one of the scratch tickets, on one of the dollar scratch tickets. And I was like, yeah, give that to Mike and this too. Because that's why I filled out the slip for the Mega. I made sure I had that filled out, and then I turned it in. I was like, yeah, let Mike have that. So that was $10 I gave him today. don't think I gave him more than that because I didn't win on any of the scratch ticket on any of the other scratch tickets, I should say. I still hope my book sells. That's all, you know. I make a buck off of, or a little over a dollar, um, for an actual book, but I'm charging. I think I charge less. No, I charge a little more for the actual book due to the fact that for printing costs and and what and whatnot. Sorry, it's been a while since I read the rules on that. But I charge $6 and I get like $1 for each book sold, which takes care of the printing cost and whatnot. Excuse me. As for the ebook, I charge less, but I get more for it. But I figure if we ever meet, hi, how are you doing? If you buy the book on Amazon.com, anywhere but here by Fremont Boyer, that's me. I go by Fremont Lee on this, but that's, personal reasons. Or, like a character. Like, hey, the author's a different persona. But, as I was saying, the ebook, I get paid a little more. If that's bought or someone buys one, I get paid more. And I'm not sure if it's set up the same as the actual book. I haven't read it. I haven't looked into that. But like I said, as I was saying, if you buy the actual book and we end up meeting, I can always autograph the book, the ebook, the actual book. If you had the book, I could sign it. It's like, hey, happy reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Whatever, and signed it. The ebook, on the other hand, I cannot sign because it's an ebook. You're reading it on the thing, and it's like dirt, dirt, dirt. So it's like that's me scrolling on the phone or tablet or whatever you happen to be reading it on, if that's how you bought it. You pay less for it because there's no printing of the book, and you're not waiting for the delivery of said book. I mean, you get to download and you get to read it. I mean, you could always do both. I mean, it was funny to me. You figure you order the actual book, and while you're waiting for the delivery, you can get the ebook and read the ebook and be like, I don't know, I'm not following this. Okay. Then you get the book and it's like, oh, that's what he was saying. That's okay. I get it. I'd get paid twice. Yeah, I think I get $1.06 for, if memory serves me correctly. Sorry, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I kind of look like Hector Elizondo. I know. I get Costanza a lot. Please don't. Pretzel Boy. There's a throwback. I hope you're having a good day. My night was pretty good. I was taking my sweet ass time in doing the stuff. While stocking today in aisle 8, peanuts, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, there was some tropical peanuts. They had coconut, peanuts, other types of nuts, whatever in it. They all expired January 8th, 2021, which was yesterday. The 14-ounce bag, I pulled them all off. The 11-ounce bag also expired January 8th, 2021. Same tropical whatever with the coconut and all of them, just all of them. The cardboard tray that the peanuts came in, there was 12 of the canisters. Shh, stomach's gurgling. There's 12 of the canisters. I filled up 2 of those trays that the thing came in with the thing. The lady that came in at about 4 o'clock to work, whatever she works, I'm not sure what she does, backstock ads, something. She asked, I wonder if those are also. We had some on the top shelf. I did not see those. And I was like, oh, I didn't actually see those. They also expired January 8th, 2021, which at the time of this video, which is what, 8:30? Give me a second. 8:21 a.m. January 9th, 2021. So I ended up getting 2 other box trays. They were smaller trays. I can't recall what was in them, but filled both of those up as well. So that was like a lot. I ended up wheeling that back to the damages, and I was like, hey, Ricky, should I just throw all this on there or leave it on the flat top? He's like, oh, just leave it on the flat top. I was like, okay. Because I had taken stuff back from aisle 9 that had expired. The granola bars, there was some that expired. I think it was January 7th. May have even been December of the year that shall not be spoken. That shall not be mentioned. That's why I think they put me in different aisles, because food expires and I check dates. Had I been in dairy, I'd have checked dates. But, that's what I did. I helped out dairy last night at the end, or this morning, technically, by taking everything off the skids, the pallets, whatever you want to call them, put them onto an L cart. And I was like, no, don't put it here. Just set it on the skid. I'll put it on. Got a thumbprint or something on there. And they were doing partials. It was like, I picked up a box. There was 1 in it. I'm like, couldn't fit this on the shelf? Really? Just imagine something the size of this battery, where it's like just this size. And it's like, really? You couldn't fit that on the. It was like, I mean, they packed it out. I get it. I do. I just don't. I mean, there was one. Just neighbor it, it's like right next to the whatever. It's like, some of the Jello, the not refrigerated Jello, that like with the pudding and whatnot, it doesn't have to be refrigerated until you bring it home and you want to refrigerate it. It's like that's what you do. But at the store, we don't have to refrigerate that. There is some that needs to be refrigerated, but this one isn't. I'm sorry, I don't know if you heard that. But the plastic container was kind of like that at the bottom on a couple of them, where it was just, and it had been like that for a while, like in shipping or like whatever. So it was creased in the plastic, and I was like, if I was a customer, and I am at times when I buy stuff, I wouldn't buy this. I pulled 5 of those off of the shelf. No, I pulled 1 of those off of the shelf. The other 4 were in the box I was stocking. The 5th one may have been the one I stocked. I can't recall. But I was like, I wouldn't buy this. There was a Pringles can. It looked like that on the bottom. You figure the bottom is that metal piece, and then it's cardboard, aluminum, not aluminum, like a tin foiled inside cardboard piece. But it was like that, and you couldn't stand it on the end without it falling over. I pulled that off the shelf. I'm like, no, yeah, there might be a customer that would buy that, but I wouldn't if I was a customer buying it. I mean, you're going to get some pieces every now and then with Pringles. Sometimes it's because of shipping. Sometimes it's because you decided to stock to fill the bag yourself, and you put that on in the bag, and then you put the jar of, like, maybe you were getting something to wash it down with. So it's like, and you're like, crap. Oh, it's fun. The the container looks fine, but it took a hit, and it's like, no, it's not gonna. You open it up, and it's like, wow, dust, potato dust. But yeah, I just, well, thank you for watching. Keep it. I wanted to keep it short. I didn't pull out 20 videos and go, I live, my favorite thing. I've done that a few times. It's like, okay. But I do hope you're having a good day, or had a good day, and if you're sleeping, if you're laying down to take a nap or go to bed for the night or morning or whatever your shift happens to be. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have a good day. I hope you stay hydrated, had a good meal. Thank you for watching. Please remember, also be kind to each other. For the most part, I was last night. I know I wanted to say a few things to my supervisor, but I still need a job. I mean, it was only $8 on the Mega Millions, so it's not like I can afford to just be like, I quit. Here's my 2-week notice. No, that's funny, but I would actually finish out my 2 weeks. I would. I'm not a dick. Not always. I try not to be. Sometimes it happens, Hey, sometimes. Hey. That was a terrible John Wayne. Anyway, no, I would finish out my 2 weeks. I most likely not give my notice to her, because she might say something and I just kind of like say things I'd regret. This way, I figure I'd give it to but it hasn't happened. It's not happening. It hasn't. It would be nice, but no. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good day or a good night, afternoon, morning. If you drink coffee, enjoy. Milk, if you're not lactose intolerant, okay, cool. Silk, whatever you happen to drink. If you're drinking alcohol, please don't drive. Get a cab, Uber. I don't know if that's in your area. You know, maybe get a friend. Unless, of course, you're drinking at home, in which case, hey, stay home. Thanks again for watching.